Something that is at my house right now, and the video that you're looking at is actually from Sandra Bennett's house. I am so excited to be able to watch this grow. I officially planted it this past weekend.
Awesome.
I was nervous that was it too early or was I okay?
No, you're great.
I'm good? Okay,
you should
great.
Be fine.
I was very nervous
Spring
of
is officially here, I
It's
think.
here,
Yeah.
great. Okay, good. Because I planted it and I was kind of afraid to tell the three of you. I felt like I was going to tell my teacher, like, did I plant it too soon or no?
You did great.
I was good. I was looking at the weather. And you know what? This right here, I can't even begin to tell you as somebody who just planted the very first Robertas this weekend.
Oh, sweet.
How helpful this guide was throughout. You get this included.
Yes.
So if you're like me and you want to bring home the Asclepias, these are amazing because this is going to attract monarch butterflies.
Yes.
I have become so passionate over these.
I love it.
I can't even begin to tell you how many people I've told that have come over my house.
That's amazing.
They literally walk in, I'm like, come over here, let me show you my Asclepias.
Yes.
They are so much fun to be able to have throughout the year because it's like a flower factory and a monarch butterfly factory.
Yes,
Explain
absolutely right. So the Asclepias is the only plant in the entire world that the monarch butterfly caterpillar will eat. And for various reasons, whether it be the sprays we're using in the fields now, the construction going up, unfortunately the monarchs just cannot find enough of it wild anymore. And as a direct result, their population is now considered just an endangered species. So now by planting this in our gardens, in our containers, you are part of the solution. You are adding to the solution in truly revitalizing the monarch butterfly population. And you're also growing 3 of the most beautiful and darling Asclepias flowers I have ever seen.
So those flowers that you're getting, it's 3 different colors, the orange, the yellow, and the pink?
Correct, exactly. Yeah, so typical Asclepias that the monarchs used to find, it would grow like 7 feet tall. It wasn't very attractive for us, but they didn't care, obviously. So this collection, we actually brought a hybridized version. So these are gonna only grow about 3 feet tall and wide. And then here you see the caterpillar. That is the star of the show because they are going to eat the foliage of your plants, and then when it's time, they're going to go into the chrysalis, and then, as we all know, emerge the beautiful monarch butterfly.
When you bring this at home and you watch it grow, the fact that you're going to attract these monarch butterflies, that they are going to thrive off of this, lay their eggs under the leaves.
Correct.
Hatch into the caterpillars.
Yes.
They will then eat the leaves, devour them.
Devour them.
Then they will turn into the chrysalis.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden the monarch butterfly is going to reemerge.
Isn't that wild?
And I was talking about with Derek earlier about how like I felt, so I was in science class. Science class is now in your front yard, your backyard.
Yeah.
Now I put 2 of them in plants and I did 1 in the ground.
Awesome.
And so because I wanted to have one on the deck. Like
absolutely, where you're going to be sitting
and
enjoying it. Yes. So my wife and I, we grow these at our house in California.
Yeah.
Last summer, every morning, like clockwork, we'd get up, we'd be a little sleepy with our coffee, we'd go out and we would count the caterpillars. And one morning we counted 85.
85?
85 caterpillars.
What?
I'm not kidding. And then the next, week or 2 later, the caterpillars are gone, but then we start to see all of the chrysalis like hanging. They hang from like really obscure places, like underneath the fence or underneath the windowsills. And we counted 17, and then all of them we got to watch explode into the monarch.
That's unbelievable. I mean, they also
Like
come back
this.
year after year. Yeah, this is from Sandra Bennett's house. So it looks like she took the leaf and put it inside of like a little container that you can do.
She brought it inside with her daughters, exactly. And then her husband made this beautiful, time-lapse video. And then they got to release them back into Mother Nature. Imagine being able to share that with your young ones. Maybe you built to ship this to your grandkids who live across the country, because the great thing about Asclepias, because it is native, it can take temperatures down to like -30 degrees. So literally anyone can grow it across the country. I live in San Diego, so it can handle the hot heat. There is no garden that cannot grow this. Therefore, there is no garden that should not be growing this.
I am thinking about having, as you're saying this, now I'm like, okay, whatever caterpillars we get, maybe I'll bring them inside too, and then have like a release party.
Oh my God,
so have
so
all
cute.
like my neighbors over,
Yeah, I love
and I know my
that.
one neighbor, her granddaughter would love it, where everybody can then release a butterfly
That's
out,
really cool.
and we can do it every single year.
Exactly.
The other great thing about this too is when you bring it at home, you get this beautiful flower, so it looks great. Not only
exactly.
if there was no flower, if it was an ugly flower, like I would buy it just for the monarchs. Exactly.
Me too.
But you get this great looking plant as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these colors, you're looking at the Hello Yellow, and then this is called Princess Pink, and then that is Apollo Orange. And that really is the difference between Asclepias with us at QVC, and if you were to go to a nursery to find other Asclepias, they might not have these same bright, bold colors, and it really does make a difference to grow something beautiful while also literally doing like the best deed you can for Mother
Seriously.
Nature. Yeah.
Is it just monarch butterflies that this is going to attract, or will it be every butterfly?
That's an excellent question. So every pollinator under the sun will come and enjoy the flowers because they are nectar rich. Even the monarchs, you know, once they are the butterfly, they will drink the nectar. But it is the only plant that she will lay her eggs on, and then that those caterpillars will eat the leaves of.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. The sale price here is $24.98 or $8.32 each for these plants. You can break it up into that easy payment, or $8.33. You can break it up to that easy payment of. It's M132051. These Asclepias plants I have been so excited for. I planted them this past weekend.
You're part of the solution now, which is
part of the
pretty
solution
awesome
now.
to say.
Doing our part. I know it's going to be so much fun to be able to do it. M132051 if you want to bring those home. Okay, up next is an amazing gift for anybody. Great for Mother's Day. So if you want to bring it home for